Don't buy a car because it looked good going through the auction. If it looked that good going through the auction and you're at a public auction where people send their crap, you're just probably buying a piece of crap. What's up everybody? Pete with Auto Repair Tips. In this video, I got a 17 Chevy Express 3500. This started out being a repair video. It had a check engine light. It's a used car lot. They went to the auction, bought a car. My understanding, it didn't have a check engine light going through the auction lane. Got it back to the used car lot. When the light came on, they pulled the code. The code told them to replace the fuel pump. So they put a fuel pump on, drove it again, light came on. Same light, cleared it, came on again. Called me up and asked me would I take a look at it. I said, yeah, no problem, bring it over. Brought it over, set up everything to make a video. It would be a boring video because it's such a simple fix. I understand what they did. They just didn't see it or really wasn't looking for this type of problem. But really, you just can't, look at a scanner and it says replace a spark plug or replace a fuel pump or a mass airflow and just replace that item and that's gonna be the magic fix. It just doesn't work like that. So what turned out to be a repair video is just now a quick tip. If you go to the auction, you have to look at these cars before they go through the lane, under the car, under the hood, under the dash. Make sure no one has rigged anything up that's gonna cause a light not to come on or possibly maybe come on in the future. Let me show you what whoever was selling this car did before it went to the auction lane. So if you look right here in the frame, this is your fuel pump control module. The fuel pump is located right over here. Evidently, this thing must have got ripped off or something happened to it and they wire tied the connector on. This connector is supposed to lock down. It's missing the case here and it's not locking down. And as they drove it, it was vibrating, just like this. And you can actually hear the bells inside the car and see it cut off, but that's what it was doing. Just vibrating enough to cause that check engine light to come on. But if you look, you're not supposed to be able to pull it apart like this. There's supposed to be a tab here and a tab on the top. We got a new module. It's in the car, and I'll show it to you what the tabs look like that are supposed to be here, one here, and one here. We'll lay them on the table side by side. And I got to looking inside here, and it's broken. So not only does it need a module, we had to get a connector for it also. And I'll lay them parts out. You can see them in just a minute. So my biggest tip is, for you guys, if you go to an auction to buy a car for yourself, for your kids, for your wife, for your husband, or whoever you're buying a car for, you got to make sure you're a little bit smart when you're doing it. Pay attention, look the car over top to bottom. If you see modules with wire ties around it, or you see harnesses that are taped up like this and just split, somebody's been in there, somebody's messed with that. There's a reason. Stay clear of that car. There's a reason why that car is in that auction. It's not on that guy's lot being sold because it's probably a pain in the butt or something's wrong with it. You do get a few used car dealers who send cars to auctions just to get rid of them because it's an old inventory. And there's nothing wrong with that, but the majority of those cars go through the auctions, especially if it's from a new car dealer. If a new car dealer nowadays gets a car and it sends it to the auction, you can assure you there's normally going to be something wrong with that car. If not, it'll be on his lot being sold. And trust me, I buy cars from new car dealers all the time. And I'm buying the cars that they don't want because there's issues. And that's just how it works. All right, let me show you these parts. So let me show you the tabs that I'm talking about. If you look right here, you can see it's broken, missing one there. See a little chip out of it? A little chip out of it. This is the new one. And there's your tab there, and that's your locking tab there. When you look at these connectors, see I can't move this at all. It's kind of like locked in. The other one I can move back and forth. When you put it on, you push it on, it snaps in place, then it comes around just like that and it locks in, does not come out. And to get it off, you go back around this way and it pops right off. But if these things aren't connected in there like that and they're not secured in there, you're not gonna have anything but problems. So it's things like that you gotta look out for, because when you go to these auctions and you buy a car for X number of dollars and you think you're getting a good deal, then you get back and you find all this crap that people duct taped up and they wire tied together and who did what to hide what, you know, where you think you got this car at a good deal, you know, you could end up spending thousands more to fix it. So just make sure if you go to auction, look at these cars before it goes through the line. If you're going to make an impulsive buy at auction, don't buy it. That's just my biggest word of advice I can tell you. Just don't buy a car because it looked good going through the auction. If it looked that good going through the auction and you're at a public auction where people send their crap, you're just probably buying a piece of crap. All right, that's it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Catch you later.